Another possibility shown here for extracting continuous power with soft kites from a Mothra design is the standard sort of windmill configuration, but this with soft kites would require setting and tensioning of soft kites front to back. Come through here, got these fairly simplified models of soft kites here, ram air setup. If they were to run around this ring, see this ring is set in place on the framework of the Mothra, so some of the front of it is tied up to front catenaries, back is tied off to back points in a sort of a web around the Mothra, so it's almost supported. So it would take a bit of a buffeting, but not sure how rigid this would remain without a wee bit of strengthening within it. Actually, these lines should be going off more to that side there. I could move that over. The reason I've got two, it sort of fills more the shape of your average Mothra. I think if you were to put one circle in there, it would be fairly wasteful. Of course, there's been suggestions of filling it with a mesh of hundreds of little blades in a face. You can have an awful lot of drag backwards. I've tried to tilt these forward into the wind, so there is a slight lift component to them. They're not purely pulling the whole Mothra shape downwards and backwards. This configuration would need front to back tensioning as well, so you'd maybe need to again tie onto the back line or have come down forward onto either a turret or a guide. You're going to need something to hold these forward, so it's not a very developed idea yet. You're going to need either rings, rollers to run the outside around there if that's going to work. So I think it's looking very complex to try and fit that sort of configuration inside underneath a Mothra, unless you have very small rigid wings in arrays. Fitting blades under there is not going to be easy, and to get a smooth operation out of this, I think it's going to be pretty tough. It may be that if I had a single circle and pulled to a turret in the center, that could be quite sustainable. It could be quite good. You might be able to fly the Mothra slightly taller with having this front tethering and back tethering. It might be easier to set a shape that holds fairly tall. Yeah, I think a single in the center with a few layers of rings going backwards may well work okay. We'll see if there's a way we can maybe make that taller. I guess we'd have to test with the flying. That could help out. I'll get to drawing some other schemes now, I reckon.